Hey guys, GENZEETECH back here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to install the official Raspberry Pi OS. And recently they have launched the new. Obviously you need a Raspberry Pi with 1, 2, 4 or 8 GB RAM will work. You also going to need an SD card having at least 8 GB of space, but I recommend to have at least 16 GB of space in your SD card, a USB Type-C power supply, and finally you need another machine to flash the Raspberry Pi OS to your SD card. This will work on Windows, Linux and Mac, but as you can see I'm using a Windows 10 PC. So first things first, let's go ahead and download the official Raspberry Pi image for your operating system. So I will leave this link in the description box below. I'm gonna go with Windows version, but this imager also supports Mac OS, Ubuntu and Linux. So this is an exe file that can be downloaded very easily. So now we are going to head over to Raspberry Pi imager in the start menu. Click on OK. They have made this really easy to use. So choose OS. We have some few options over here. So this is a recommended option offered by Raspberry Pi. So second option is Raspberry Pi OS Other. We have the light version which does not include any apps. It will boot directly to the terminal. And next we have Raspberry Pi OS Full. This is a much larger image and there is a lot of applications pre-installed. Next we have other general purpose OS, Ubuntu, but this only offers all the server versions, so make a note of it. Next we have Linux OS, these are all Linux OS. Next we have RISC OS Pi. RISC OS is a computer OS designed by Accord Computers. It was designed to run on the ARM chipset. Next we have LibreElec, which is a media center. And then emulation and game OS. We have RetroPie. It turns your Raspberry Pi into a retro gaming machine, and Recalbox gaming systems. Next we have other specific purpose OS. So OctoPi. If you have a 3D printer in your house, you can use the OctoPi OS to connect it via the internet and print via internet. Next we have TLX OS. It is a small downloadable custom Linux based OS with minimal hardware requirements, needing less than 1 GB of RAM and less than 2 GB of storage. Other language specific OS. So this is a Russian language specific OS. If you know Russian or if you are Russian, you can use this operating system. Next we have Erase, which will erase your SD card. And finally we have Custom. So if you want to install any custom operating system other than Raspberry Pi OS in your SD card, you have to choose this option. You have to click it and navigate your custom operating system and then click open. So for the sake of video, I'm going to choose the recommended option. So now that you have your chosen version of Raspberry Pi OS loaded up in the operating system panel here, next you are going to choose your SD card. I'm going to choose this SD card, but if you have any external drives plugged into your PC, you need to make sure that you are really flashing the image in your SD card. But if you flash it in one of your external drives, it will erase the existing data and will flash its OS on your drive. So be careful. And then finally click write. Now if you've chosen a preloaded operating system, it will automatically download and flash it to the SD card. Give this some time to finish up. It really depends on how fast your SD card is, your reader and your USB port. And finally when it's done, it will prompt you with a message. Alright, the flash is now finished. All we need to do is to eject the SD card from a PC, place it in the Raspberry Pi, plug in the keyboard, mouse, monitor and power. Alright, so let's go ahead and get ready for the first boot. I have my Raspberry Pi 4 here and I have my 7-inch IPS display plugged in. And I'm gonna plug in the freshly flashed SD card into the Raspberry Pi. And I also have a keyboard and mouse connected. Now we will plug in the power to the Raspberry Pi. Now the first boot here is gonna take longer than any other time you boot this up. So if everything goes right, you will be prompted with the welcome screen here. We got a little more setup to do, so let's go ahead and start it. So hit next. Now you need to select your country. So I am living in India, so I'm going to choose India. Now you have to select your language. I'm going to use English language. So if you are using US keyboard, you can select this option. So the default password is Raspberry. It is recommended that you change your password. If your screen shows black border around your desktop, so you need to tick this option. Hit next. Now you need to select your Wi-Fi network so that you can get updates from Raspberry Pi OS. You can also use Ethernet cable to connect via internet. I'm going to choose my Wi-Fi. So I have connected to my Wi-Fi network, as you can see here. It is recommended that you update the software now, but I will do it later. So I'm going to choose it. That's it. Your Raspberry Pi is now set up and ready to go. So I'm going to give a quick overview about this Raspberry Pi OS. Here's the Bluetooth option. You can make it discoverable so that you can connect it via your phone. Here is the Wi-Fi option, and you can control the sound from this option. This is the time, date. This is the start menu for the Raspberry Pi OS. Programming, internet, sound and video, graphics, accessories, help, preferences, run, shutdown. So you can shut down, reboot and log out from here. Or else you can go to the terminal and type power off and hit enter to shut down this Raspberry Pi. So this is the internet browser. This application uses Chromium for the internet browser. Okay. If you have installed the Raspberry Pi OS full, you will get some external applications here. But if you want to install the applications manually, you have to go to Preferences, Recommended Software. So these are the applications. For education, you have SmartSim, Games, Minecraft, Code Classic, Internet, VNC Viewer, Office, LibreOffice Programming. You have a list of programming softwares here. Close. So this is the file explorer here, bookshelf, desktop. So one of the things that I don't like about this software is the background image. So I'm going to right click desktop preferences. I'm going to change the image to Aurora and then hit enter. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like always, like, share and subscribe.
Evolution. This is the future.